Hey guys, welcome back, and I just want to say that I am very excited to bring you what is going to be an awesome video today. It is essentially how you could save $50,000 over the course of your home loan, and you can do it right now. My partner and I just saved $50,000 on our home loan. Now, of course, like I've said previously, this is not advice. However, this is going to be based on my own personal experiences and facts that I have accrued from doing research. So if you are looking at different home loans, make sure that you talk to a mortgage broker or your financial planner, and make sure that you do go out and talk to the professionals first before you go and do your own research. However, biggest thing that I could say right now is this is the time. This is the time to refinance if you haven't already. I can guarantee you that you will have savings in interest rates right now. Interest rates at an all-time low. So you should be looking in the market. You should be looking at refinancing, or even calling up your bank and saying, look, what's the best rate you could do, and working it out from there. So this is what my partner and I did. We went to our mortgage broker because, again, if you really are serious about getting some good rates, going to a mortgage broker is always the best way to do it. It is a massive time saver. They are the ones that do all the comparing. They are the ones that know what's going on in the market. So always go to them. So step number one, go to your mortgage broker and say, we want to refinance. We want to get the best rate, interest rate. Tell them exactly what your goal is with your home loan. And then from there, it's easy, it's simple, all right? So that is how essentially Liv and I were able to save $50,000 over the course of our loan. Now, this is the thing, okay? Let's do the math a little bit. So how did we get to $50,000 saved? Well, it all comes down to the interest that we had. So we were on a rate of 3.43 based on the loan that we had. And then as we refinanced, we almost dropped a whole percentage, 1%. So we went down to 2.64. So you've got to think about this. Interest on your home loan is accrued every single day. All right. So if you have let's say for an example, $400,000 loan, then every day the interest on that loan is calculated every single day. So that means that however fast you want to pay it off, if you can bring that loan down, you could say for an example, take it down $40,000, $50,000, or you can bring the interest rate down significantly, then you really are looking at essentially saving a lot of money, and you don't have to pay the banks, which is really good. We want to make sure that we can minimize the amount of interest that you pay on your loan. It's really impressive. So let's do the math a little bit for our loan. So with the loan that we currently had, what we were going to do is pretty much pay out around about $125,000 to the bank over the course of our loan over the 30 years, if we had made the minimum repayments for the whole 30 years, which of course I would never suggest. I would always say that, like, what we do is we pay almost double of our home loan, just so that we could pay it off a little bit quicker. Now, and again, it depends on your personal circumstances, depends on your budgeting skills, and depends on how much of a lifestyle you want to live and stuff like that too. But I would always say just pay down that loan as fast as possible. But you don't have to pay it off completely. That is not the plan for us. But that's another video to talk about. So let's get back to it. So the home loan we were with a 3.43% rate, we were going to pay the bank over the course of 30 years, $125,000. Now, wouldn't you like to see that in your pocket? Wouldn't you like to see that money in your pocket? What would you be able to do with $125,000 in the course of 30 years? You would do so much with it. You could, instead of paying it to the bank, you could invest it, and then instead of losing $125,000, if you invest $125,000 today, in 30 years time, you would more than likely 3 times that, maybe 4 times, 5 times that, probably even more. Every 10 years the market doubles, so 125, that's on average based on historical, based on history. So 125, 250, then you're looking at 500. Yeah, you're looking at about 500,000. So you're looking at about roughly 5 times value, which is exceptional. So imagine what that could do to your baseline when you get to that 30. Like for us, we're 26, so that would make us 56 years old by the time we've paid off the loan. So you really need to start looking into what you're doing with your home loan, because I don't know about you, but do you want to be living with a home loan over the next 30 years? I know my partner and I don't. We want to make sure we can drop it down, get as much equity in the house as possible so that we own majority of our house, so that we can use that equity to build up our own wealth and continue to really invest into other properties and things like that. So your home loan right now is going to be the easiest thing that you can do to refinance and save $50,000. Alright, it's very I know it's very difficult for some people. They just get a mortgage, they pay off the minimum, they just get by, sort of thing. But if you want to really take control of your life and you want to get rid of that mortgage as quickly as possible, or you want to invest more in other houses or property market, then you need to make sure that you're paying down that loan. The other thing that we figured out, so for an example, we actually save $50,000 just by refinancing. However, we figured out that we'll also save, this is the kicker, we'll save another $20,000 to $30,000 if we pay off the loan in 15 years. So we've gone from having to pay the bank $125,000 in 30 years time to only having to pay them roughly around about $75,000, okay, over 30 years. And then if we pay it off sooner, we'll then not only be able to save the $50,000, but we were roughly calculated to around about $25,000 saved if we were pay off majority of the loan in 15 years. But big thing is that you've just gone from $125,000 to $75,000. Now you're looking at around about $50,000 that you're paying in interest. So that's huge. Why would you want to pay $125,000 to the bank when you can pay $50,000 to the bank over the course of 15 years and be able to utilize that extra cash that you have to invest and build your wealth and build your net worth? I know it's a simple answer for me. Of course, your personal circumstances are completely different, but I would highly suggest bringing your mortgage broker today and ask them about whether you can get your rate down lower, as low as you possibly can, because now is the time. Interest rates are at an all-time low. Maybe even look at, if you can, ask your mortgage broker some advice about even fixing your loan. Maybe fix your loan for 2 years and see what the market is doing, because I highly foresee the fact that we will find interest rates increasing after next year. The banks are really struggling right now. They've deferred loans for 6 months. They haven't been able to get as much profit as they used to. Their stocks are down, stock prices are down, and the CEOs are like banging on the door trying to bring in more profit. So I can guarantee that interest rates will go up next year. So now is the time to do it. Ring your mortgage broker, make sure you do it, and make sure that you like this video, subscribe and hit that notification bell, because it is simply imperative that you do that if you want to get more value moving forward, and you want to learn more about home loans, you want to learn more about your finances and becoming financially free, because I know that I can give you that value. So guys, have a great day. I'll see you soon, and make sure you watch out for the next video.